The event is from 6:30 to 11.
That's my car.
Okay.
6:30, 11.
6:30 to 11. Load-in is at 4.
Okay.
And everything has to be out of the building before 12:30. It's a wedding ceremony and reception. She's using this space, and then she's using our library for cocktails only.
Okay.
And normally what DJs do is they set up right here in this area.
Okay.
And then they usually put a speaker tree in the corner here. And then and because we haven't had the walkthrough, I don't know a floor plan or anything. I'm suspecting the guest will come in this way, and she will get married down at this end of the portico. We have electric hookup at each end of the portico for you.
Okay.
We always recommend you talk to our building engineer about voltage and stuff, because I don't even get into that.
I understand.
And so they usually she might get married at this end, but there's scaffolding on the portico, or on the monument, so maybe she'll get married at that end.
Understood.
And whatever end is ceremony, the other end's cocktails, and then the seated dinner's in here.
And it's catered, and it's a sit down.
She has a seated, from what I understand, it's a catered.
At 1:30?
I know who the caterer is.
Okay.
I know she's got a cab dispatcher. I know she's got a photographer. That's all I can tell you.
1:30 seems a little tight.
140 is our max. 140 is really tight. So 130 is she's.
And you doing rounds, or are you doing?
They do rounds,
banquet?
but that's not me again.
That's
the
catered.
caterer. I'll show you worst case scenario if there's a hurricane sideways ring where people dance.
Right.
And what they do in that case, and this isn't what most people want, but this would be her worst case scenario dancing, and the electric outlet, there's only one electric outlet, it's right here.
All right. So we run.
And where the DJ sets up is usually in this corner, because the middle doors may or may not be open.
Okay.
This could also be if we have a hurricane type rain where the wedding ceremony takes
Could be
place.
as well. It's a beautiful room.
So, and then I'll show you where the library is for cocktails, actually. I'll take you on this way.
Right.
She does have a library for cocktails, and I'll show you what that is. And
Is this with tables in or tables removed?
these tables are going to be here. These tables will be here. The caterer may move the chairs down the stacks. That's up whatever she decides with the caterer. Where that woman and man is cleared becomes a bar. A lot of times there are musicians up in that box.
Okay.
And that could be a guitarist. That could be whoever she ends up having.
Okay, we do live. And it's acoustics are easy here
This
too.
was built as a theater, yeah. So they would be up there. And I'm going to show you the electricity situation. When somebody's up in that box, there's no electricity up there. So what they've got to do is you've got to bring a really long extension cord, drop a cord, and plug it in here.
Okay. Can I go up real quick?
Sure. But that's normally where musicians are. She's probably going to want to have something up there during cocktails.
Okay.
But like, I didn't even know she had a planner because the planner has not been in touch with me.
Well, the planner happens to be a very good friend of hers, so I think it's kind of very casual.
Oh, okay.
But she's a great planner. I've worked with her before.
Okay. Because I know she was kind of watching her budget, and
Right.
so as far as catering and everything, I know that much. So this, and a lot of times the bride and groom like to do a welcoming toast up here. They thank people for coming, but this is a nice. She only has.
And
this
there's
for
a
an
level
hour.
right above this as well.
But this is the one they'll use. This
Okay.
is always the one.
Well, if
use.
they
This
wanted
is
to do a
B6.
toast, then we would go
Yeah.
up one and let them be here.
Well, then you're gonna. If you need electricity, you're really gonna have to have a long cord.
Oh yeah, we have hundreds.
And anyway, so they only have this for 1 hour.
Okay.
It's cocktails only.
So that would be 8:30.
Well, let's see, the ceremony.
If there's 6:30
The
ceremonies.
ceremony's at 6:30, probably 7 to 8 would be cocktails.
If it's brief, if the first
Yeah.
one was running. Okay.
So that's about all I can tell you.
Seems
So
straightforward.
I can give you, you can get the name and number of our building engineer if you have any electrical questions, because that's what I don't know.
I think, you know what, can I see out on the terrace? Can I go outside?
You can walk around, I'm not allowed to open the doors.
Okay,
But you can walk around right to C Street
okay.
and just take your time. But there's an outlet at each end.
Oh, how about loading?
Well, you have a choice. You can, the easiest thing is to go right up those steps.
On the
If you
terrace?
don't want to go up the steps.
On C?
Then, yeah, on
Okay.
C. If you don't, and we don't have parking. We don't
Okay.
have parking for anybody. If you don't want to do that, I'll show you the other thing that you can do. You can go, this is our loading dock right here. It goes downhill.
Understood.
That's going to go into the catering kitchen. The only problem is obviously the caterers
No.
monopolize it a lot.
Doesn't
A lot
make
of
any-
people just, it's easier to do that.
No, we can come right up on C Street and
that's
come
what
right up the
most
steps.
DJs do.
And is there,
And I'm happy she's not having a band, because we're not really set up here for bands.
right, well, it's a
It's
small venue. It's a very small venue.
Unless somebody's got like 80 people.
Are there, is there a ramp out on that side, or is it just
No,
stairs?
it's just steps.
Okay.
The only way with no steps at all is here.
Okay,
And then you're going down there, like I said, the catering truck will be down there. Keep in mind, the parking around here is not good. You gotta really feed a meter till about 10:30 at night.
yeah.
The parking is.
Is there a lot? There's no lot
No, and
nearby?
I don't know whether she's arranged, I don't know.
Valet?
I don't think she's arranged any parking. I know she's arranged a cab dispatcher.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you on that.
And we can't leave our van down here?
Well, the catering truck will be there. You could probably park it on the street. You can pay with a phone,
Okay.
and you can feed a meter
Yeah.
periodically.
No, it's a small van. It's about that size
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
use.
Yeah.
So if there's room, can we squeeze
That
in?
would be up to whoever's doing security that night.
Okay.
That's up to the security guards whether they will or not.
Okay.
I can't.
I understand.
talk for them.
I understand.
So anyway, that is kind of it. That's
Okay.
how it
I just
works.
want to look back in the at the main room one more time.
Okay.
After you.
Okay. So, and as far as I know, these are the times. I haven't.
Anything can change.
Well, what we do is I'm trying to line up a walkthrough now because we're doing our August weddings now.
Right.
And like I said, her caterer's out of town. I think her caterer said she'd be back on the 8th, and then normally who's on the walkthrough is just me and the caterer and the client.
Right. Well, I like to do them with the caterer, but I had to come now because I'm going to be out of the country for 10 days, and then we have a wedding
Good for you.
in LA.
Yeah.
So
But normally we do see the speaker tree in the corner here because
Tree.
the electric outlet is outside at either end of the portico. It's not too far, but you need an extension cord. And a lot of these doors don't open.
and how many doors do you open? That was my next question.
The door that, in August, probably the door that will be open is this middle one because it's hot outside. And normally the DJ is in and out with a mic
Right.
for anybody who wants it. And then wherever the ceremony is, whether it's at that end or that end, the DJ gives the officiant a mic because we're so close to the White House and everything, so it makes sense.
Yeah, we do 2 wireless mics. Yeah, she was talking about doing a wireless system to continue, but I think that's the secondary. It just doesn't. I think the walls are too thick.
I don't think you need it over there.
Yeah,
I don't think you need it over there.
I don't either.
Because when I've seen brides and grooms give toasts from that balcony, they're fine.
Okay.
Because you saw the acoustics in there.
Yeah.
It's built as a theater, the sound carries.
Okay. And you know what? I thought that seemed like that's a few steps. How many steps is it? About a dozen?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we will have to come in through a loading because we have heavy stuff. So the freight elevator. There's a freight elevator.
It's not a freight elevator, it's a regular.
just a regular elevator, so it's not big.
It's a regular,
May I see it, please?
sure, it's right over here.
We don't lean anything on anything. We don't tape anything to anything.
Good.
I can send you over our insurance. We'll add you as an insured. We're insured for $2 million per occurrence.
Okay. Make sure you have workers' comp
Yeah.
for whoever's working for your employees, because we do like workers' comp.
Yeah.
This is the elevator, so it's basically a standard size elevator.
Okay.
Show it to you. And we have blankets on the elevator.
Okay, I was gonna
during
ask
the
about
event.
that.
We do that, and there will be plastic all down these halls.
Okay. And we're all 4-inch rubber wheels,
Yeah.
everything, nothing. I noticed your floors are glazed.
Those are residential quality floors, so we're very careful about those floors as far as anybody, having anything rough on them. Like anything, if there is anything in that room, it's got to have protective tips on it.
Right.
We require that on all of our chairs and everything.
Okay. And then what about gaffing tape and theatrical tape, or?
It needs to be the tape that won't pull up.
Yeah.
That's the elevator, just so you can see.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Okay.
Good enough.
All right. So walk around the corner, walk up the C Street steps. That'll give you a good feel because that portico's huge. Now, what happens is if something happens and the weather's a little iffy, a little drizzly, often the girls will get married under the covered part of the portico.
Okay.
And then, or if it's really bad, they get married in that foyer. The DJ is usually outside. If something happens and the weather's bad, you're going to be in that foyer.
Understood.
Because there's not room in that. There's not room in there to dance inside.
Understood.
With that.
Understood.
So have them wear cool clothes.
Okay. Okay. Good enough.
All right.
Good enough.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Do you
so
have a
much.
card?
I think they've got some right here at the desk.
Thank you.
Do you want all my cards down here?
Walk around the C Street. I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem. There you go.